Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team. This is episode number 82. We're jumping a little bit ahead in this episode, man. We are going to be having some players on the team that you guys have not seen yet. You will be seeing their debut episode soon, but I had to go ahead and show this gameplay a little bit early because I did pull the new 97 Lamar Jackson Team MVP. I ended up quick selling one of my players that I actually have yet to show a gameplay of, but he was kind of expendable. You guys will see some gameplay of him, but we ended up quick selling him to get the scouts to get Lamar Jackson, and I can't believe it, but I actually pulled him on my first try. I quick sold the player. I had 5,000 scouts to begin with, quick sold for 15,600, pulled one pack, and I pulled Lamar Jackson. That was the one card I was trying to pull. They ended up releasing the Seahawk Team MVP. Wasn't who I wanted. It was Bradley McDougald, who didn't really interest me, to be completely honest. I already had a beastly strong safety, and I didn't need another 97, and I'm not going to be running a Hawks theme team just because of how expensive that stuff is. So I wasn't really that excited for that, but when I saw Lamar Jackson, I'm like, that would be really fun. 96 speed, I mean, that's just badass, man. I mean, for real, that's going to be a really fun card to use, and sure enough, I ended up pulling him first try. I couldn't believe it. But you know what? I'll take it. I mean, they keep giving me these Nat quarterbacks. I don't know why. They've given me Deshaun Watson, Marcus Mariota, and now Lamar Jackson. But you guys can see we're in the game now, and it's time to talk about this card and just see how he did. And he's pretty damn good, man. You know, I'm just going to say it. He's fun. He's really fun. His release is actually pretty damn quick. I mean, I run kind of a pocket passer type offense, I guess. I don't usually run a ton of rollout plays where I plan to run. But just having Lamar Jackson on the field, you can tell that he's scared. Like, you're just worried about Lamar Jackson fucking running the ball. And I mean, rightfully so. The dude's got 96 speed. But you guys can see by that throw, a 24-yard high point on the money to Odell Beckham Jr. That ends up putting us up 7-0 early in this game. And I got to say, man, this Lamar Jackson, he threw dots. Like, for real. I mean, like I was saying, I run like a pocket passer type offense. I don't have a ton of rollouts. I don't have any read options in my playbook. I do have the Seahawks playbook because that was the default one I had. So maybe I'll end up equipping that and then, you know, seeing how he does with the read option offense because there are some read options in the Seahawks playbook. And then I won't have to buy a playbook. But I don't know, man. He fit pretty damn well in my offense. I mean, honestly, just having the 96 speed, it gives me the ability to basically run away from anybody on the D-line. Basically, anybody on the D-line is not going to be able to keep up with him no matter what. It's right here on defense, 4th and 3, we do end up stopping him. We get back on the field with Lamar Jackson, and we do find Todd Gurley out the backfield. You know, not going crazy right now. Still trying to be smart, you know, not trying to, you know, really force it down the field. Still trying to win here as we end up finding Calvin Johnson inside the 5-yard line. That was a good throw right there. 4 for 5 for 66 yards and a touchdown. 1st and goal. Rolling out to the right, was either looking to run it in or dump it off to Ebron, but instead I eat a fucking big hit, man. I end up fumbling. That was my fault. Lamar Jackson has 76 carry. That's not enough. I mean, that's good. You know, it's solid, okay? I mean, it's not bad. You're probably going to get away with a couple of hits every now and again. Is right there, Jamal Adams. That card is amazing, man. I just play underneath all the time, and my safeties jump it so frequently. You guys saw Harrison Smith do it. Now you see Jamal Adams do it. The difference between those two, Jamal Adams got the pick, and ultimately, he takes it for 6, 14-0 with 30 seconds left in the first half. Or, excuse me, first quarter, my bad. But 14-0 nonetheless, man. Guy decides to go ahead and take out the kickoff. I'm always scared of kickoffs. So for some reason, I think that's Leonard Floyd just ended up, I don't know, he ragdolled in the middle of that kickoff, man. But, you know, whatever. I'm just happy he didn't return it. As right there, just throw right at me, man. Why the fuck not? He ended up running that bunch for verts. You guys know what point I'm talking about. That shit's annoying. He motioned him out. I wasn't able to man up my corner in time, and he did have him beat, but Bobby Wagner has the speed to get back there, and we ended up just picking that off easy. I mean, we were ahead of the receiver. The guy had no fucking chance, and he does end up quitting. So going into game number 2 with Lamar Jackson, I was thoroughly impressed after game 1. Obviously, we did end up fumbling, but it's not really his fault. Every quarterback fumbles. So going into game 2, I was really trying to test how this Lamar Jackson played. Wasn't really trying to force, you know, to run, because honestly, I know he can run. I mean, we all know that this card is going to be able to run the ball effectively with his agility, his speed, and everything. I want to know if this card can throw, because Russell Wilson can throw, and I want to know if Lamar Jackson can make every throw that I need him to make in my offense, because right now, oh, that's a fucking dot on point. Doug Baldwin taking it all the way to the end zone. 91 speed and all. That was a questionable read. I will not say that was not a questionable read, but I gotta be honest, I was being really careless with Lamar Jackson. I was just testing everything. I gotta say, man, this card is fun as hell to play with. His release is quick. He seems like he can get it off to everybody. Every throw was on the money that I threw with him. I mean, every single throw. It was unbelievable. I'm pretty sure he only misses one total throw in this episode. This Lamar Jackson is crazy, and you guys saw that pass. Obviously, I don't know if that was, flukiness, which it probably was in all honesty, but I mean, that could have just been straight up dots, man. I mean, that was a pretty damn good throw nonetheless. So, on defense now, up 7-0, obviously, after that Doug Baldwin touchdown. He goes downfield, and Stephon Gilmore, that card continues to make plays for us, man. 3rd and 25, ends up picking that one off, brings it back to the 26-yard line, and we get back on offense with the Lamar Jackson. It's right there. I get stuck on my running back. Fucking Todd Gurley gets in my way. Damn it, man. We actually had a running lane with Lamar Jackson, but instead, on 2nd and 12, I noticed he was pressing, and Calvin Johnson is going to eat that up all day long. And that was a beautiful throw by Lamar Jackson. Just floated it up there, and that was an easy possession catch with Calvin Johnson as we go up 14-0 in this game as well. It has just felt easy in these two games, man. Like, honestly, this Lamar Jackson is beastly. I mean, I don't think I can say that really anymore. We'll see, the rest of the throws he makes throughout this episode, but I gotta say, man, he was just fun to play with. And just having that threat of being able to run and always being able to run away from the D-line as well, like, you're not going to get caught. Like, I should not get sacked anymore. If I'm rolling out, there's no way anybody should catch me. I do throw the ball away. I should not throw that many picks with this card. I should be smart most of the time, but, I'll probably be dumb. It's a given. But the card's just so damn fun to play with. Now, I'm talking about Lamar Jackson a shit ton. You guys have heard that. This dude gets on offense, man. He actually starts to make this a game. He had a pretty solid offense where he started to run the ball like crazy. And for some reason, man, even with all my run-stopping guys in there, I just cannot stop the run consistently. I don't know what it is. I need to get some big run stoppers or something. I need to invest in some big D tackles, get like 4 giant D tackles, and just put them as backups and then sub them in. And, just use them as pure block shed or something like that. I don't know, man. But anyway, he does end up scoring to make it 14-7. I end up hitting his kicker. That's how I take out my anger, man. First of all, I make sure that the kick is not going to be missed, and then I just whack the fuck out of the kicker. Because honestly, if they end up kicking off from the 50, I don't care. Because I don't even return kicks, man. I don't want to fumble, and it seems like no matter what, I can't return a fucking kick. So, moving on now, 14-7, still up 7 points, obviously. Eric Ebron, he starts catching a couple balls. Obviously, that's a connection that I want a lot of, is Lamar Jackson to Eric Ebron, because Eric Ebron is probably my favorite receiver on my team right now. Even with OBJ, you guys will see OBJ soon, his debut episode and stuff like that. And this guy as well, Calvin Johnson. Damn, dude, I really want to get that card to a 99, but it just costs so much training, and he plays like such a beast at a 98. I don't think it's worth it, but that Calvin is a beast. Is right there. Lamar Miller trying to run it in, and sure enough, from the 6-yard line, we run it 2 plays in a row, and we do finally cash in running the ball with Lamar Jackson. I was trying to run it throughout these games, man, but for real, it just seemed like these guys, maybe they weren't playing it heavy, but I just could not get out of the pocket, so I don't know, man. I mean, basically, if I got out of the pocket, it was running backwards, and there was really no way I was going to run. Or I just found somebody down the field. I mean, the card was making every single throw. There was no reason for me to try to force shit when he was just making every throw. Like forcing running the ball, trying to make something happen and maybe fumbling or something like that. Because ultimately, we're still trying to win this game, man. Lamar Jackson's fun, but I got to make sure that I can still run my offense with him, because ultimately, we're seeing if he's worth it to keep, and right now, he definitely seems like he is. So this guy gets back on offense with 1 minute and 7 seconds left. He decides to go heavy running the ball, man. And I mean heavy. He gets himself to midfield, across midfield now to the 42. Ricky Williams just bouncing off tacklers, again, not being able to stop the run. Even with aggressive pass rush, these guys are not able to do shit. Just throwing him forward. I think that's even Lawrence Taylor. We do have Lawrence Taylor now. Got him from the solo challenges. He plays pretty good, but he ended up throwing him forward right there. And then, that was a good play by that dude. I ended up sliding my line at the last second, and he flipped, and I wasn't able to really do anything. I got caught by his fullback, and yeah, he ran to the right side of the field, and I was completely fucked. There was nobody there. So 21-14, he does end up scoring. And, of course, I hit his kicker again because I like expressing my anger on the kicker. Fuck the kicker. It's right here, 1st and 10. What a dot, man. That was on point to Odell Beckham Jr. A couple dots that have just been, pinpoint accuracy to Doug and to Odell. And these have been really good, man. It's right there. He fires another dot that was directly on point again to Calvin Johnson. And that's one of the first times on those routes, even when I throw a possession catch, that the receiver was actually able to, turn around and run again. Like, usually they just fall down, so I don't know if that's Lamar Jackson and his throwing. I don't know, man. But anyway, 21-14 ends up becoming 24-14 going into half. We do have to go ahead and kick it off, so that field goal was huge, just getting a couple plays before half. And that's all Lamar Jackson, man. Just a couple of really good throws. And I feel like I'm just pumping this card like crazy. But how could this card not be good? Like, honestly, he meets all the thresholds. Good accuracy, good play action, decent throw under pressure. Not great. I think like 88 or something like that. That's not fantastic, but honestly, I don't even think throw under pressure matters all that much. Not a shit ton, because Otto Graham had 99 and Russell has like 92, and I noticed no difference. And so far, I noticed no difference with Lamar Jackson either. And the 96 speed, like, how can you can't beat 96 speed. It's just not possible. The card's just insane. Hasn't missed a throw in this game. It's 3rd and 11. This guy gets back on offense, and he's having a bad time. 4th and 15. Nothing doing. He tried to go to the 4 verts, and I was covering the tight end. I was right on top of him. I was kind of behind him, though, but I was still able to break it up. So he does go ahead and, well, he does that. Yeah, he goes ahead and rage quits, man. He didn't want to deal with Lamar Jackson anymore. With the 1/4 left, I was actually on my way to try to run a QB draw at an empty backfield. Like, it was going to be funny, but whatever. Wasn't meant to be. The guy ended up quitting. I wasn't able to run a couple extra plays with Lamar, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, man. Again, this is kind of just a random episode that I just jumped ahead because it is Lamar Jackson and he came out today, and I figured you guys would want to see the gameplay. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get back to the normal episodes probably next video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I'm out. Peace.